Now, in this video, we are going to take up one more concept in Python, return values and return statements. When you call the len function and pass it an argument, such as hello, the function call evaluates the integer value 5, which is the length of the string you passed it. So that means whenever if you want to write len, here you can see that len within close parenthesis. But within that close parenthesis, open and close parenthesis, if I write hello, which is a string, so then what it does is, it is calculating the length of the string. That is how many number of characters are there in that string, hello. H-E-L-L-O. So that means you have an integer value 5. So that is the value which will going to be returned in a len function when you pass a string. That is the meaning. In general, the value that a function call evaluates to is called the return value. That means whenever you pass a string to a len function and it returns the value, so the value what it returns is called the return value of the function. That is the meaning. When creating a function using the def statement, you can specify what the return value should be with a return statement. So when you want to define the statement, def statement, you can specify the return value. So that means when you are computing something in a function, you can return the value of that function into a main program, naming those things in return and also by calling it into that particular function. So that you can be, of course, when I give it an example, you will be able to understand in a better way. A return statement consisting of the following. So what is the syntax? One is the return keyword and the value or expression that the function should return. When an expression is used with the return statement, the return value is what this expression evaluates to. For example, if you add the two numbers which are entered from the console and display the result using function with return statement. So that means I am defining add numbers a comma b. So what is the a comma b? These two are the parameters. So when you compute that a comma b, so the result will going to be a plus b. So that means you are adding two numbers. Then you want to return the result. So that is the output what you will want to get. So you are computing the value of a plus b and return the value of that result. So where is the variable? The variable is result. I am returning the value which is stored in the result. That's the meaning of this particular statement. So that means the result is the variable. I want to store the value. So what is the value? Value is a and b. So these are the parameters. So a plus b. So now I want to write the main program. He says the two numbers which are entered from the console. Console means it's from the keyboard. So I will going to give an input a, int. Why? Because by default in Python, whatever the input you give, it is always a string. So then if I have a two string, then it is not possible to combine together. Because I want to add. So adding is possible only when you have an integer number. So I am converting that string into an integer by giving an int input, enter the value of a. Similarly b, int input, enter the value of b. So then what I need? I want the sum result, add numbers a comma b. So add numbers a comma b. So what is that? Add numbers is the function. Then this is the argument, a comma b is the argument you are giving. So that is the argument. Which argument is passed to the parameter here? So then the result what you get, they return the result. This result will come as sum underscore result. This value is stored in sum result. So print sum of %d and %d. These two are the format specifiers, and also %d within the quotes, %, open the bracket. So what is that? Sum of a and b. the sum of percentage D and percentage D equals percentage D within quotes percent. Then I have the variable names. What are the variable names? A comma B comma sum result. So A is the input, B is also the input, and the sum result is the computed one. The add numbers is the function, and the return result will going to be stored in sum result. So this is how it will going to be executed. So what is the output we will see? I will enter the value of A as 100 and enter the value of B as 200. So what is the value of A? A value is 100, B value is 200. The sum of percentage D. What is the parameter? A, B. So A is equal to 100. The sum of 100 and 200 is equal to the return result. What is that result which is stored in here? Add numbers A comma B. So this is the sum result which will going to be 300. So this is how you will be able to execute that. So what is the explanation? Define a function called add numbers that takes two arguments which are the A and B. Inside the function we calculate the sum of A and B, and then we use the return statement to return the result. When we call the add numbers function with the arguments A and B, the result is returned and stored in the sum underscore result variable which we print out to the console. So this is how I will be able to get the output. So we will go back and to that, and we will going to try to execute it. So here first I will going to define the function. So here I will say def add underscore numbers. I will call the parameters A comma B. So I will compute result is equal to A plus B. Okay. Then I want to return the result. Okay. Now I will say A equals int input, enter the value of A. Then B equals int input, enter the value of B. Then I want the sum result, sum underscore result equals, I am calling the function now, add underscore result A comma B. Okay, A comma B, print add result, no, add numbers, we are calling the number, function is numbers, add numbers A comma B. Now I want to print, what is the print? The sum of, correct, the sum of percentage D and percentage D, okay, equals percentage D. Okay, then percent A comma B comma sum underscore result. So this is how you will going to get the output. Now I will try to run this program. I will run this program. A is, I will take 100, then the value of 200. So the sum of results of 100 and 200 will be 300. Now how it will going to be executed by the single statement? Let us see now. So here I will go to just debug Python file. So first it will go to the starting of the program line of code. Then it jumps to A, int input, enter the value of A. I will take the value of A as 100, enter. Then A value got is 100, here you can see. Then I will enter B, I will say 200, enter. Sum result, I am calling the function. Here A is 100 and B is 200. So what is the sum result? The sum result should be 300, but you will not going to get now because I have not gone to the function. I am just calling the function now. It is not yet computed. So the moment when you call this, it goes back to add numbers A comma B. Result is A plus B. What is A? 100, 200. So it comes to this. So what is the result value? Is 300. This result is 300. So what is the sum result? The sum result is still not there. So now here actually it is computed and the value of the result is 300. But it is not yet come to this now. The sum result, you have to return the value now. So once you run this, so you are going to get the return result. Still it is an INT. The sum result is INT. Then you come to this. Now the sum result will going to be 300. So return the value. So this value, what is that? This percentage D is A is 100. This is 100. And this sum result will going to be 300. So once you enter this, now it will going to give percentage D means it is the integer value. So once you enter, it will going to get the two values of the result will going to be 100 and 200. You are going to get 300. Now similarly, if I want to add another two numbers, I will just go to this. I will take 300. Then I will go to take one more, it is 500. So the sum of 300 and 500 will going to be 800. So this is how I can use the function to compute the value and then return those value to the main program and print that particular sum of the two numbers. Thank you.